Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Emily. A few weeks ago I made a video talking about how I stay motivated, how I get motivated to get up and do my workouts, continue on my fitness journey, how I just sort of get in the mindset. So today I decided to kind of talk about beyond how I get motivated and stay motivated, how I stay consistent. Just recently I put up a 30 days of Peloton workouts video. You can go here and watch it if you haven't already. In that video I worked out with Peloton every single day for 30 days. Motivating myself to start that was difficult in its own right. Sticking with it and staying consistent was even harder. So I just came up with 5 things that have helped me to stay consistent with my workouts. Maybe they'll help you too. I feel like there's things that, like, some of them maybe you've heard of before, maybe you haven't. They're just things that work for me and I'm going to share them with you. Hopefully you find some value in them. So let's just go ahead and get started. Okay, so the first thing is something I touched on in my previous video about how I motivate myself, and it's starting small and continuing small. If all you can muster up is 10 minutes, 10 minutes is better than nothing. If you can get 10 minutes in every day or 5 days a week or 3 days a week, whatever time that you set aside for yourself, that's better than doing nothing. If you can get yourself up, out the door, throw on your sneakers, get into your home gym, open your Peloton app, hit your Pilates class, and just promise yourself 10 minutes of just you and your fitness journey, you and your workout routine, eventually that 10 minutes will turn into 15 minutes, it'll turn into 20 minutes, and before you know it, you'll be having a full-blown 30 minutes, hour workout as many times a week as you set aside for yourself without even thinking about it. Number 2 is to set yourself reminders. If you don't remind yourself that this is something that you want for yourself, you're gonna push it to the back of your head. So whatever that looks like for you. If you're someone who lives and dies by your Google Calendar, schedule your workouts into your Google Calendar and treat them like a meeting. If you have to work out in the morning, if you have trouble getting up in the morning, set your alarm 10 minutes earlier. Then you have that 10 minutes that we just talked about. If you find yourself prioritizing other things, set yourself a timer. So for 15 minutes, I'm going to finish doing whatever it is I'm doing. I'm going to, clean up the bathroom. I'm going to read 15 minutes of my book. I'm going to stare out the window into space for 15 minutes. As soon as that timer goes off, boom, go ahead to your workout. Throw your sneakers on, get it going. If you have to, sleep in your workout clothes. I mean, like, leggings, super comfortable, t-shirt, super comfortable. If that's the thing that is getting in your way in the morning, the getting out of the bed, taking your pajamas off and putting your workout clothes on, just sleep in them. That takes a whole chunk of energy right out of it. If you work out at home, work out in your pajamas. Who cares? Just anything that's going to click in your brain and remind you that you need or want to be doing this certain activity, do it. Make it a priority, because if you don't make it a priority, nobody's going to do it for you. Third way to stay consistent is to work on making it a habit. And the way you do that is by, as much as you possibly can, as much as within your realm of control, same place, same time, every day, or every day that you set aside, that's the time that you set aside to work out. Maybe it's 8 a.m. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Maybe it's 6 o'clock after work Monday through Friday. Maybe it's 9 a.m. on Saturday morning and that's it. Not only the same time, the same place. You have to create yourself a space where this is where I go when it's time for me to work out, when it's time for me to sit with my body and work on my fitness journey. For me, I have this home gym. This is my space. This is where I come. I know that as soon as I walk into this room, I'm doing one of 2 things. I'm filming a video or I'm working out. If my hair and makeup is not done, that means I'm working out when I'm in here. If you go to the gym, go to the same gym all the time, every day, every time. If you like to go to classes, every Wednesday at 5:30, you hit your spin class, you hit your Pilates class, you hit your yoga class, whatever it is. Before you know it, it's going to become second nature to you. You're not even going to think about it. If you consistently, at the same time, in the same place, come to do the same activity, or at least the same type of activity, like working out, you're not even going to think about it. You're going to be up, you're going to have your sneakers on, you're going to be in that room. It's going to be as habitual as waking up and making your morning coffee. Building on that last one, get to know the things that are distracting you and remove those distractions. If you know you can't work out if your kitchen is messy, make it part of your routine. Clean the kitchen, go into the gym. If you find yourself sitting on the floor next to your Peloton, scrolling through Instagram and doom scrolling through Twitter instead of putting your shoes on and getting on the bike. Before you even go into the room where your bike is, put your phone down, leave it in that other room. You don't need it. It'll be there when you're done. Just put it away. If you're someone who has kids and you're home with them all day, wait till your kids sit down for their nap and get your 10 minutes in. Lay down for their nap, sit down for their nap. I don't know. I don't know a lot about kids. I don't have any. My point is you have to make a conscious effort of getting the things that are physically distracting you out of your way so that you can just be in the space. I struggle with this so hard. I am a phone person. I come in here sometimes and I get everything set up. I'll have my workout all ready to go on my guide. I'm laced up, I'm ready to do it. And instead of just hitting start, I'm scrolling. And before I know it, half an hour has gone by. And I'm like, fuck, I was supposed to start this half an hour ago. Now I'm behind half an hour. Whatever distraction it is that's not serving you, just get it out of your way. Make it part of your routine to get that distraction out of the way before you start. And number 5, and I think this is the most important aspect of consistency, learn from your mistakes. Like, how often have you started a diet or have you started a workout routine? Like, you know, remember those 30 days of squats challenges and things that would float around the internet? How many times have you started one of those things and you're doing really well for the first couple of days and then maybe you miss a day, or maybe you miss 2 days, or maybe you miss a week, and you're like, well, I fucked up, it's over, I screwed up. And then you just stop doing anything. You get so down on yourself because you missed a certain period of time and you just give up. Whether you're subconsciously or consciously giving up, you give up and you're not doing it anymore. It's so important to learn from those times that you miss a day, so you just give it up altogether, or the times that you miss a day and don't get back into it, or a week or a month or whatever, however much time it is that you've missed out on. It happens, life happens, you know, there's nothing you can do to avoid bumps in the road. But what you can do is not let that bump in the road deter you from moving forward. What helps me is to, especially if I'm not making a conscious choice to skip a day or skip a week or whatever, if it just happens and I fall out of my routine and I fall into a rut, what I like to do is try to think about what it was that made me miss that day or that week or whatever. What caused me to stop? What part of what I was doing was not working? Maybe you start a squat challenge and a couple days in you give up. Maybe it's not because you don't have the willpower. Maybe you just really hate squats. Maybe you buy a Peloton bike and you realize cycling really isn't for you. You just take advantage of the 30-day trial, send it back and try something else. There's nothing inherently wrong with you for falling out of routine, for breaking your consistency, for missing out on a day, a week, a month, a year. There's nothing wrong with you. It happens to everyone. But it is up to you to control how you react to those situations, how you move forward from them. If you're not learning from the things you've done in your past, and this is in all aspects of life, if you're not learning from past you, then future you is not going to be a better version of yourself. Fitness isn't a one and done thing. It's a lifelong journey. There's always going to be bumps along the way. It's up to you to move forward. So that is it for today's video. I know that got a little like mushy gushy at the end, but I mean, really, doesn't it always? You can't talk about fitness and life without getting a little introspective. And I'm here to entertain you, I'm here to make you laugh, I'm also here to push you and help you become the best version of yourself. And you're here to help me become the best version of myself. That's why we're friends, that's why we're here, that's why we have our little community here. If you have not subscribed yet to my channel, I don't know why, it's free, there's a button right down there. I'm a great time. I put out awesome videos about Peloton, fitness, lifestyle, living in San Francisco, luxury fashion, all sorts of fun stuff like that. If you don't follow me on Instagram, you 100% should. I'm super cool. I think I'm kind of cute. My cats are adorable. If nothing else, follow for the cat content. OPC, Olive Punky Chicken, you're gonna love them. If you have not had enough of me, go ahead and watch one of my other videos. If you have had enough of me, I totally understand. I get sick of myself all the time. I will see you very, very soon in my next video. Bye!